Have you ever typed a simple question into a search engine, only to be buried under a million unrelated results? Typing a few words into a search bar is like shouting into a massive crowd. You are hoping that a computer algorithm will somehow guess exactly what you are looking for, but usually you just get back a lot of noise. Professional digital investigators and cybersecurity experts don't search this way. Instead of shouting, they speak a highly specific, hidden language that search engines already understand. By learning the rules of this structured language, you can stop playing a frustrating guessing game and turn your web browser into a highly precise investigative tool. This process is called Google Dorking, or sometimes Google hacking. It is a method of using advanced search commands, called operators, to cut through the tangled web of the internet and snap everything into focus, pointing you straight to very specific public information. Despite the name, Google Dorking is not hacking. You aren't breaking passwords, steering data, or forcing your way into private networks. It actually works by using Google's own search features to find files that website owners have accidentally left sitting out in the open. Knowing this difference is important. When you learn these commands, you're operating completely by the rules. You are simply talking directly to the internet's public filing system to ask for exactly what you want. Let's start with the first essential tool for any digital detective, filtering your search by location. If you type the word site, followed by a colon and a website name, like site:example.com, you give the search engine a very strict boundary. You tell it to look only inside that specific website, while the rest of the internet fades away. It allows them to see exactly which pages are visible to the public, including old or forgotten pages that were never meant to be easily found. By trapping your search inside one contained environment, you eliminate millions of unhelpful results from other websites right from the start. Sometimes reading through standard corporate web pages isn't enough. You might need to find an actual, tangible document, like a spreadsheet or a written report. You can find these by using the filetype command. By typing filetype followed by a format, like PDF or XLSX for an Excel file, you tell the search engine to ignore regular web pages and only fetch those exact file formats. For example, if you search an educational website and add filetype PDF, your results won't include student blogs or marketing pages. You will only see actual academic research papers. Filtering by file type lets you cut through all the promotional material online, giving you a direct line to raw data and primary evidence. The real power of this process comes from stacking these individual commands together into one master search query. You can expand your search with an asterisk. This acts as a wildcard, or a dynamic placeholder. If you place an asterisk in the middle of a phrase, it tells the search engine to automatically fill in the blank and catch multiple variations of that keyword for you. To narrow things down again, you can add a numeric range. By typing two dates separated by two periods, like 2020:2024, you create a strict chronological boundary that clamps down on your search, keeping out anything too old or too new. When you stack domains, file types, wildcards, and dates together, you turn a blunt search engine into a surgical tool. Only the most highly relevant information survives this filter. At this point, you might be wondering how all of these supposedly hidden files end up in these specific search results in the first place. It comes down to a process called indexing. Search engines use automated bots called crawlers to read and catalog every file they can reach. They will scan everything, unless a website owner explicitly sets up a specific configuration file, called robots.txt, to act as a barrier and block them. But digital housekeeping isn't always perfect. Misconfigurations happen all the time, and those automated crawlers end up capturing internal documents that administrators mistakenly assumed were invisible. Google Dorking doesn't create any security vulnerabilities. It simply acts as a mirror, showing us the mistakes that website owners have already made. Because this method reveals so much, it requires a strict sense of responsibility and an understanding of legal boundaries. These tools are meant for acceptable professional uses. You should use them to audit your own systems to see what you've accidentally shared, to check how well a site is indexed, or to conduct ethical public research. The golden rule is simple: never attempt unauthorized access, never exploit the systems you find, and never download sensitive private data that you happen to stumble across. By combining a strong ethical compass with these advanced search commands, you stop being a passive searcher. You become a capable digital detective, able to navigate the massive scale of the web